Has the development of technology and its impact on society, politics and the environment, and the integration of the Metaverse, helped or damaged the festival event sector in the year 2050? This Petrocutia takes a look back on the trends and predictions from 2040 and beyond that allowed us to prepare for and cement our current success in the festival industry today. We are MetaBlend. We specialise in holding large-scale virtual music festivals in the Metaverse, attended through virtual avatars, accessed through the internet and controlled through augmented technologies. Our goal is to foster creativity and innovation through diverse yet collaborative perspectives. At the inception of our company, we knew we had to have a thorough understanding of the state of the events industry. We also understood that attitudes towards future festivals would be underpinned by global trends in a wide range of different contexts. In regard to consumer attitudes, we were significantly influenced by the insights provided in the report by Westbrook and Angus 2023. Consumers were more discerning in their purchases due to the cost of living crisis, expressed desire for more meaningful online experiences, showed heightened focus on sustainability, and the no-nonsense attitudes of Gen Z consumers was driving a demand for raw and authentic content online. Also inspired by Slaughter's work on environment scanning, it critiqued organisations that were overly pragmatic in their scope and appeased only shareholders' expectations, arguing that it creates limited scope and hinders innovation. We chose to scan the wider environment using not only professional reports underpinned by factual data, but by assessing people's drives, desires and fears empirically through media and journalistic articles. This increasing demand for meaningful experiences caught our attention. In a time of great political division, with wars raging against Russia and Ukraine, we explored using festivals to foster social unity through shared meaningful experiences. Robertson, 2015, pointedly described such events as powerful vehicles for spreading galvanizing messages in the face of oppression. We didn't aim to create a protest, but we wanted the Metaverse to serve as a safe space for people's voices to be heard if they did so wish. Paez et al. 2015 spoke of the positive effects of active participation in collective gatherings, in that individuals experience increased self-esteem and belief in one's own efficiency to create meaningful change. These were exactly the positive traits we wanted to nurture in such a time of political and economic unrest. Emerging technologies to innovate and future-proof our operational and advertising strategies. Odassa 2016 highlighted that of the trillions of gigabytes of data collected, only 10% was ever analysed. We set ourselves apart from our competitors by investing in the emerging technology of artificially intelligent automated bots, advanced software applications that could identify complex relationships and visualise them into immersive datascapes. The use of automated bots raised ethical concerns in regard to algorithms, their ability to perpetuate discrimination, and their causation in echo chambers. We wanted to advertise our festival through means that would enable us to have a large reach, but in reaching only the right people, were we actually reaching the wrong people? Gismondi 2017 spoke fearfully of the algorithmic categorizations, arguing that as users are quarantined into distinct ideological areas, their human capacity for empathy suffers, ultimately concluding that brushing up against contrasting and differing perspectives challenges us positively. We didn't boycott the use of hyper-personalized advertising, but we turned it on its head. We used the algorithms to target exactly the people and the systems we thought we shouldn't. We were transparent in our mission and experienced increased consumer trust. Our demand for access to what was perceived as an unusually authentic experience, as craved by the likes of Generation Z, skyrocketed. In 2019, Drusy explored a basic virtual club experience organised by Ravespace. The online event mirrored the key elements of an authentic rave, including paid entry, the option to purchase virtual drinks, and live DJs. While Drusy enjoyed the virtual experience, concluding it provided some social stimulation, he ultimately did not go back to repeat the experience. Interestingly, the author blamed this on a lack and a yearning for the sensory aspects that accompany real-life events, such as the sensations of sweat and vibrations felt from rumbling speakers. Murphy, 2020, reported that senses are vital in producing memories, while Elvercrock and Gunskroy reported that memorability is the factor that differentiates experiences from events. In 2050, the technology exists for full sensory immersion. The industry is thriving due to the level of acute control that can be exerted over attendees' experience. Ocular headsets deliver a 360 immersive blend of visual, olfactory and auditory technologies, while haptic feedback suits replicate the vibrations experienced from music in large crowds. The misuse of this technology has given rise to legal challenges that face the integrity of the industry. Clark and Lee 2022 spoke of the potential damage and trauma ultra-realistic and sensory-aided virtual reality experiences could be when used to enact out sexual assaults. The authors proposed several solutions, but who would enforce and regulate these systems? Would there be legal repercussions? Today in 2050, users are free to select which data privacy law and from which region they would like to apply to them. The Metaverse is without geographically bound governments and law. Technical standards groups such as the World Wide Web Consortium have taken on a more legislative role in the Metaverse than governments. The lack of real-world repercussions for attackers continues to be one of the largest threats to the industry. Governments need to take a more collaborative approach to the technical standards groups if they are to effectively safeguard against abuse. Not only does a lack of real-world geographical positioning affect laws and legal proceedings, but is massively impactful on event culture. As highlighted by Palmer and Richards' 1999, festivals were intricately linked to celebrate the unique culture of a specific city, such as the overthrowing of sieges and other things specific to that geographic location. In the metaverse, where physical boundaries dissolve, the concept of culture becomes more fluid and abstract. Digital avatars aid culture formation as the playing field is leveled, protected characteristics can be altered. However, there are concerns around toxic empathy that arises when people change avatars to have attributes that are not their own, and have an unbalanced experience, and assume the challenges faced are as bad as they actually are. History festivals continue to thrive and reshape culture in the digital realm, evolving organically through the convergence of diverse perspectives, unbound by the absence of geographical boundaries. Technology allows limitless freedom of creative expression. Shared sensory and emotional experiences create memorable and meaningful festivals. Thank you for listening.